Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop. In this video, we're going to be talking about the most popular basketball shoes in the NBA so far this season, right? So shout out to Hoop Sneakers and also Kickstats for this information, but we actually have a top 40 list, which is insane. I feel like that'll take a little too long, so I'm gonna do a top 20 most popular basketball shoes in the NBA so far. And at number 20, what do you guys think it is? It is the Jordan Luka 1, which is kind of insane. It has 4,509 minutes played in it, which is insane. Like that actual stat is crazy. Kickstats, like they do work, you know what I mean? So yeah, they have the exact amount of minutes every single player has played in each shoe for this season. So anyways, the Luka 1, number 20, I mean, that's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're signed with Jordan Brand though, you're probably playing in like the signature shoe. I mean, like the Jordan 37 or 37 low. And I feel like, you know, if you're still in the NBA and you're playing against a player, right? If you're playing against Luka, you don't really want to wear his shoe. You know what I mean? So I guess that does make sense. But anyways, number 20, Luka 1, that does surprise me. I feel like it should be a little bit higher. Moving on to number 19, we got the Kobe 4 Protro with 4,511 minutes played in it. I thought there was going to be a little bit more, honestly. The Kobe 4 Protro, I mean, when it first came out, like when it was first Protro, like a couple years ago, it was super popular. But then of course the Kobe 5 and Kobe 6 came out. And I feel like the 5 and 6 is a lot more popular. We'll see it later on in the video. It's way more popular, right? So, but I'm still pretty surprised it's so low on the list too. Number 19, that's kind of crazy. All right, moving on to number 18, which is crazy to me because I really didn't like this shoe. That is the Adidas Exhibit A with 4,683 minutes played in it. How is the Exhibit A more popular than the Kobe 4 Protro and the Luka 1, man? I guess maybe because like Adidas, you know, they sign a lot of people, right? And I guess sometimes, you know, the athletes don't want to wear a signature shoe. You know, like Damian Lillard's signature shoe or Harden's or Donovan Mitchell, D Rose, I guess. I don't know. So they're trying to play more like a team model, but then the Exhibit A was not nice. You know what I mean? But anyways, there's that. 4,683 minutes played in it. Next, number 17, we got the Nike Air Zoom GT Run with 4,844 minutes, which is also insane because I did not like the shoe. It was just bad, but I'm like just from what I want in a basketball shoe, you know what I mean? And that Zoom strobel unit in the forefoot was just, it bulged up like crazy, and just like my forefoot felt higher than the heel almost. You know what I mean? Usually it's like a flat offset or like your heel is higher. That's normal for shoes, you know what I mean? But anyways, you see a lot of like bigger dudes playing in it. You know what I mean? Like Kevin Love and like, I feel like even centers, you know what I mean? So I guess that does make sense, you know? Because I do see this shoe a good amount. But like guards, I don't think I've ever seen a guard playing this shoe, right? All right, moving on to number 16. We still got the Air Jordan 36 with 5,205 minutes played in it, which is kind of crazy because that's a year-old shoe. You know what I mean? Like I wonder if they're counting the 36 low in this as well. But yeah, I feel like, you know, if you're signed with Jordan, I feel like Jordan Brand also has, you know, they've signed a good amount of players too. You're probably playing in the signature shoe, right? So that doesn't surprise me, but it is pretty low on the list. All right, next at number 15, we got the Nike Kyrie Infinity with 6,366 minutes played in it, which is kind of insane. It's an old shoe, but I mean, the Kyrie 8 came out, but it didn't. Nike's just like, nope, we're not releasing this shoe. I wonder what they did because they definitely made a good amount of pairs. You know what I mean? Before they officially release a shoe, they have to have the inventory for it, right? And they were about to release it, so I don't know what they did with it. Anyways, the Kyrie Infinity, it's a nice shoe, you know what I mean? So I definitely see a good amount of players playing this, so that's definitely not a surprise, but I feel like it should be higher up on the list. I feel like I see a good amount of the Kyries, right? But anyways, coming in at number 14, we have an even older shoe than the Kyrie Infinity. That's a Kyrie 7 with 6,933 minutes played in. That makes sense because I feel like the Zoom strobel unit in the forefoot is a little crazy, you know what I mean? And like, it's either you love it or you don't like it, you know what I mean? But in the Kyrie 7, we have the Zoom Turbo unit, which is like way more subtle actually. So it's like, oh, it's nice. It's either it's nice or you really love it, I feel like, you know what I mean? But anyways, the Kyrie 7 is an amazing performer. Traction is really good. Cushion's nice. It's responsive, you know what I mean? So that definitely does make sense, but it's it's crazy how such an old shoe is still on this list. You know what I mean? It's basically like, what, like 2 years old now, right? All right, next coming in at number 13, we got the New Balance 2-Way V3 with 7,253 minutes played in, and that makes sense. I mean, New Balance, I also feel like they sponsor a good amount of people, and they don't really have any shoes. Literally, this is the only hoop shoe that they have, besides, I guess, the Kawhis, and I guess the Fresh Foam BB as well, but it's a relatively new shoe, you know what I mean? So this definitely does make sense, and also it's a really nice shoe to play in. So there's that. Moving on to number 12, so we got the Nike PG5, which is insane with 8,228 minutes. That's a pretty significant jump from the last couple of pairs, right? But yeah, that's what is that now, like a 2-year-old shoe, almost maybe 3, right? 2.5 maybe. But you know, PG5 is pretty nice. Just, I really didn't like how crappy the material felt, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a overall nice performing shoe. Next, we got the Nike KD14 at number 11. The KD14 also is a pretty old shoe, almost a 2-year-old shoe right now, right? So we have 8,471 minutes played in, and yes, for me, in my personal opinion, the KD14 is one of the best performing shoes ever. You know, the KD14 is goated, so that definitely makes sense. I see a lot of players playing in it, even though it's kind of not the best looking shoe aesthetically, right? So there's the KD14. Next at number 10, we got the Zoom Freak 4 with 10,907 minutes played in it. And the Zoom Freak 4, like the Zoom Freak line has always been popular. You know what I mean? So it's a great shoe. It's not amazing in my personal opinion, like not top tier, but it's a solid shoe. You know, that definitely does make sense. And also it's a great looking shoe. I feel like I see a good amount of like players playing in it, like whatever position you are, you know, if you're a guard, if you're a bigger dude, I feel like I see everyone playing this. So that definitely does make sense. Moving on to number 9, we got the Kyrie Low 5, and that definitely does make sense as well because it's so much more subtle and cushioned compared to the Kyrie Infinity, right? And also it's newer, so it should be more popular than the Kyrie 7 because you can't even get the Kyrie 7 right now, right? So we have 11,932 minutes played in it. And I feel like I see a lot of different positions playing in this shoe as well. And the Kyrie Low 5 is a great performer, right? All right, moving on to number 8, we got the Adidas Dame 8 with 12,162 minutes played in it, which is pretty interesting. So I feel like this is the only other Adidas basketball shoe on this list. And the Dame 8, I feel like if you're signed with Adidas, maybe that's the shoe you wear as well. I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of Dame 8, so I'm pretty surprised at that. But also, I didn't really like playing in the Dame 8s just because the cushion was way too soft and the traction wasn't like amazing. But you know, I guess it's pretty popular, right? All right, next, moving on to number 7, we got the Nike Zoom GT Cut 2 with 13,009 minutes played in it, which is insane because I really didn't like this shoe. I mean, it's not that I didn't like, no, I didn't like it. It's especially comparing to the Zoom GT Cut 1, right? Just the cushion, very high up off the ground. The cushion also is a little bit too crazy. And then the traction also wasn't amazing. I mean, it was solid, but it wasn't nearly as good as the first one. Fit was really tight, especially in the forefoot. Material is not the greatest as well. But yeah, I definitely feel like I see a good amount of NBA players playing this shoe, which is pretty crazy. But I mean, just because I don't like a shoe doesn't mean another person's not gonna like it, you know what I mean? So there's number 7. Moving on to number 6, which this makes sense. We got the first Zoom GT Cut with 15,754 minutes played in it, and that's crazy because that's an older shoe too. You can't even get it right now, but it's an amazing shoe. It's a really nice shoe to play in, so that definitely makes sense. And also, it's a great looking shoe as well. It's more like a modern Kobe. I feel like if Kobe were still alive and continuing his line, this would be the Kobe. You know what I mean? So there's number 6. Moving on to number 5, we got the KD15, which I see a lot of players playing in as well, with 16,533 minutes played in it. That's a great shoe. It's an amazing shoe. The only downfall, of course, is heel slippage, which I feel like a lot of people experience. So I wonder, like, maybe they don't care, or maybe they just tighten the hell out of their laces, which, you know, it kind of does fix the heel slippage, but it just chokes your foot out, which doesn't feel very comfortable. So but you know, traction's top tier. Cushion with the folding Zoom Strobo cushion line, amazing. Material's thin, supportive shoe. So number 5, that definitely does make sense, right? KDs are usually very popular. All right, next at number 4, we got the Kobe 5 Pro Ultra with 17,282 minutes played in it, and that definitely makes sense. Kobe 5s are super duper popular in the NBA. I feel like I see so many people, so many colorways, which is dope, and amazing PEs, which I'm very jealous about. And I want Nike to release more colorways. Please, Nike, give us more Kobe's. You guys will make so much money. They will sell out, guys. Please please just make it like so that everyone can get it, and just like you release so many pairs that they're just sitting. I feel like everyone wants that. Anyway, sorry. Kobe 5, that makes sense. Moving on to number 3, we got the LeBron 20s, guys. The LeBrons have made it. And you know what? I'm very curious to see if the next gen is gonna make it on this list. You know, obviously the next gen recently came out. Very, very recently. I feel like even before, no, it came out after this list was made. Maybe, I think, maybe a little bit before. So I don't know. It does play very, very nicely and super similar to the LeBron 20. So it should be up there. And it looks great too. So anyways, LeBron 20,105 minutes played. That's a super huge jump from number 4, right? That's like almost 3,000 minutes more, right? So yeah, I see a lot of LeBrons, all the colorways, and LeBron James has had some amazing PEs as well. So that definitely does make sense, but I'm very surprised at how it's number 3. I thought it was gonna be like top 2, right? But number two, guys, guess what it is? It's the Nike PG6. So speaks for itself. The PG6 is an amazing freaking shoe. I don't know why everyone's saying this, but everyone, like I see a lot of comments saying this, that the PG line is being discontinued, which would make me so sad because PG's line is freaking amazing. It's always been like around 110, 120 bucks, you know what I mean? And amazing performer, you know what I mean? It's just a great budget shoe. It usually looks amazing as well. And I like Paul George. He's fun to watch, you know? So yeah, 26,658 minutes. That's a huge jump. And number 1 isn't that much more, you know what I mean? So I see a lot of players playing the PG6. It's an amazing shoe. So and also the PG5 was still on this list, which is pretty crazy too. So it would be kind of stupid for Nike to discontinue it. That makes no sense. But I guess they are adding Ja, and also Devin Booker was rumored to get a signature shoe this year as well. So maybe, I don't know, but man, I want a PG7, you know what I mean? But of course, number 1, pretty, drum roll, it's pretty obvious. The Kobe 6 Pro Show. Everyone, I mean, I feel like every single NBA game I watch, there's at least one player with the Grinches. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so bright, and it's so easy to tell when someone's wearing it. So yeah, I see a lot of Kobe 6 Protros, amazing PEs as well, which I'm super jealous about too. Please Nike, give us more colorways, you know? But yeah, it has 26,770 minutes played in it, which is only like, what, 42 minutes more than the PG6? So like the top 2 have a crazy amount of minutes played in it, especially comparing it to every other shoe. And the only other shoe that has 20,000 minutes plus is the LeBron 20. Of course, we got number 4 with the Kobe 5 with 17,000 minutes. So it's a huge jump, and that definitely does make sense. You see a lot of LeBrons, PG6s, and the Kobe 6. So anyways, is this what you were expecting? Is it what you were expecting? Also, are we gonna see a little bit of a difference in this actual list coming towards the end of the season? Probably not, because you know the PG6 and Kobe 6 Pro Show and LeBron 20 have so many minutes played in it already. But like I said, I'm pretty curious about the LeBron next gens, you know. And also, like, what else? That's probably it, right? And if you guys are curious about the others, like let's look at number 40. Number 40, we got the Kyrie 6s. People are still playing the Kyrie 6. And then the Kyrie 1 is number 39, which is absolutely insane. Is there anything else that's kind of weird? Oh, number 35, we got the Curry Flow 10 with 2,630. Number 36 is the Kyrie 3? Damn, we got Kyries are still super popular, man. Holy crap. And then number 32, we got the Kyrie Low 4. And number 31, we got the KD 13. Zoom Freak 3 at number 30, which is crazy. Jordan 37 is number 27. Yeah, that's really bad, especially for a signature shoe that just came out. Comparing it to like the Jordan 36, which was in like, what was the Jordan 36? It was number 16, right? But anyways, that about concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.